We're going to do a quick wheel demonstration for you guys to see what you can move up to once you've done some hand building projects. The wheel is super fun, but also requires a lot of technical things that we need to go through. So I'm going to do a quick demonstration, show you how it works, and so you can kind of see. And if this is something you're interested in, we do have private lessons, and it's a good time. Okay, so you're going to start with your clay. Again, this clay is already been wedged like we talked about in our first video, and it's already been patted into a ball. My wheel is dry. I'm going to take this is the funnest part, and I'm going to throw it down, try to get it into the center. Woo. So, when you're working on the wheel, the biggest thing you need to do is have it centered on your bat. That's what this is called. It can come off by itself, and it sits on our wheel that spins. You want your clay centered on your bat. If you do not have it centered, everything you make will be lopsided or fly off. So, we have wet hands, and we're going to get started. When you start your wheel, the first thing you have to do is press it down so that it doesn't go flying off. So I'm going to do that right now. I make my hands into a teepee and just push down on our clay. Now as you can see, we are off center. I'm not worried about that right now. And I know we're off center because my hands are sliding from side to side. I'm just getting it sealed to my bat so that it doesn't fly off. Hands need to be wet and slick the whole time you're working with clay, or else you're going to end up tearing your clay. So here we go. Now we're going to start centering because now it's attached to my bat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push it. I'm going to bring it up into a cone, and then I'm going to use the palm of my hand to push it down and center it. What we're doing is we're moving the clay kind of like an inchworm towards the middle. So I'm going to, hands on either side, I'm going to press towards the middle and pull it up into a cone. And then I'm going to take it down. When I do that, I use the palm of my hand and I push it slightly away from me and down. And we're still off center. You can see that we're wobbling. That's okay. It's going to take a couple of times to get it to the middle. So we're going to do the same thing again. Hands on either side. Push up into a cone. And then we're going to bring it down. Palm of my hand on top. I cup around and I push slightly away from me and down. And as you can see, that's pretty center. I'm going to do it one more time just to make sure. Hands are getting gross. This is a messy process. Lean over it, bring it up into a cone. I didn't even go that high this time. And I'm going to bring it down again. Cup around, push slightly away from me, and down. And there we go. Now I like to remove all the excess clay around the outside just to get it out of the way. But now you can see when I put my hands on it, they're not wobbling back and forth. And if you look at it from the side, it's nice and centered in the wheel. So now we're going to do the drop down. We're going to drop down into our middle, and then we'll start bringing our walls up. This is when you start seeing it turn into something other than the clay. So you can use two thumbs, you can use your pointer, your finger, you can use one finger, whatever you want. You just have to make sure that you are right in the center of your clay. And then you're going to drop down. I'm going to drop down as deep as I want my pot to be. Now, like we talked about when we were working with our pinch pots, you have to make sure that you don't have too thick of a bottom. So I like to have my bottoms to be about a ½ inch thick. And so I'm going to go down a little bit more. There we go. I got my nice hole. And then we're going to start pulling up. Now the big thing when you're working on the wheel, you work on one side, either your left side or your right side. Most people prefer right, but I use the left side. So you never pinch your pot. You never pinch like this to squeeze it, because that's uneven. You're going to create a problem. You have to use two hands at all time, one hand on the outside, one hand on the inside. You're going to leave this hand stationary, your outside hand stays stationary, your inside hand is going to push towards that, and then you move up. You need to move very slowly, or else your pot will again become uneven. So here we go. I drop down, I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to push towards my left, and then pull it up. And my pot will slowly get taller and taller. In, push towards towards my hand and pull up. Notice I wet my hand between each one. It's because, like I said, you want your hands to be as slick as possible. When you're pulling up, you're going to maintain exact same pressure until you get to about here, and then you're going to slowly release. You don't maintain pressure all the way through, or else your top gets too thin. So we're going to go again. Inside, push towards my hand, and pull up. Now we're getting close. I'm going to keep going. I'm actually going to use both hands, push towards the center just to make this a little bit narrower. Always go up. And now we got a nice little cylinder. I'm going to keep going. I got more clay in here to go taller. Release pressure about an inch from the top. And now we get to do the fun part. You get to decide what shape you would like your bowl to be. Right now you can see it's a cylinder, so I can go anywhere I want to go. I can bring it in, which means I take my hands, and I'm actually going to push on the sides very slowly. And that's bringing my bowl in for a lip. You can go in and pull it up into a lip. And then go around the top. Or you can bring it out. If you want a bowl, like a cereal bowl, you're going to pull in, and you're actually going to pull your clay out slowly. Again, everything you do is slowly, because if you don't, you're going to end up with an uneven clay, and it's going to collapse. We're getting wider and wider. Now the first time I always tell people when I'm working with students that do not expect to create anything on the wheel your first time. The wheel requires a lot of just experience playing on it. So the first thing you make usually ends up in a lump. And I'm going to show you how that happens. Now you can see I use the sponge for this. This just helps me get a more even pressure along it. So you got a bowl. Now, when you're first working with clay, if you go too fast, like I'm going to go fast right now, I end up getting spirals, and you can see that my top is now uneven. And if you go too fast several times, the more uneven it gets. So we always want to try to move slow and deliberately when we're working with clay on the wheel. So here's my bowl. I'm going to even it out. And then we'll be about done. And the good thing is, just like with anything that you do with clay, if you end up with anything uneven, like you can see my top's uneven now, everything is fixable. So I'm going to use a needle tool. This is my favorite part. I slow my wheel down quite a bit. I'm going to go in. Take this guy off. And now I got a nice even bowl edge. And there we go. So working on the wheel, it takes some time, but it's super, super fun, and it's a way to get nice, even bowls a lot faster. So thank you guys so much.